Hi everyone, it's Adam here. It is our traditional spring update. I've got it in my iPad here. I'm going through my calendar. You all seem to like this because I get from this video I'll get throughout the year emails and messages from people saying, "Hey, I saw you're going to be here. Let's meet up. Let's go for a ride." Perfect. So that's kind of what the point of this is. Couple of caveats though. First of all, health. My shoulder is still broken. I did have a cortisone shot in it 7 days ago. Yeah, 7 days ago. And feeling much better. It's funny because the tear is still there. It's a very tiny tear. And so I still lack the mobility. And my body tells me not through pain, but just through sheer no. Like, hey, you can't do that. Like I feel it. If I go here, I feel a pinch right there, but it doesn't hurt anymore. I can still complete it. So what the cortisone shot did is it just reduced the inflammation and gave me a chance to really go a lot harder with my physical therapist. So we're working on a lot more strength. So versus a lot of massage and rubbing and that kind of stuff. So he's been upping the strength training, which has been good because I now have reduced inflammation. So that's the first, possibility of not being able to do something would be shoulder related. Second is just, we've gone through a lot of changes in my job. I have a lot of new responsibilities, possibly more travel this year. I don't know, but there's a lot going on with that. All good stuff, but it does change things a bit for me. And finally, my responsibilities to the MOA and the Vermont BMW clubs are basically, when you combine all that together, it's a very tough year for motorcycling. I would like to get to a place where I can just hop on the bike and go for a ride. And I'm working on that. I'm working on just streamlining things a little bit, getting some help with things, and so we'll see how it goes. But the shoulder comes first, so just FYI. Tomorrow morning, I leave to go to March Moto Madness in Tellico Plains, Tennessee. Myself and Big Cheese, the Husky, will be down there with Jesse on his Tenere 700. He and I are going to do the Cherokee Loop, 300 miles or so. He's also volunteering in the kitchen all weekend, so I will be riding with whoever wants to go riding. And I'll be on the 701, so I can go almost anywhere that you all want to go. It's GS friendly, but I figured the Husky needs more miles put on it. So that's happening. That's going to be this weekend, March 3rd, 4th, 5th, basically. Then we have, no, I'm sorry, April 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Sorry, my calendar screwed up there. I'm going to be in Jacksonville, Florida for a wedding. I wanted to leave that wedding and do the Trans-America Trail little triangle. So that would be New York down to Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. So kind of do the triangle there, stopping in kind of Oklahoma and then coming back. I also want to do the Mid-Atlantic BDR and the Northeast BDR, kind of combine those together. I would like to say I could do those in April. It depends on how my shoulder feels in March Moto Madness, which is why I've been putting off making this video, which I usually do this by February, but it's just late because I didn't know where I would be. So at some point in April, May, I wanted to do either a mini TAT or a mini BDR, and that'll be solo, unfortunately. My friend Matt's getting married, so got to go to his wedding in April. Good times. The 29th of April, I fly to Greenville, South Carolina to go to an MOA board meeting. No riding, and I'll be camping on site with the other officers. When we can, we try to save money, and we'll be camping right at the headquarters. So if you're in Greer or Greenville and you want to go check out our tents, you can. Then there's the BMW Riders of Southern Maine Down East rally. I've always wanted to go and have never gone, just like March Moto Madness. It's been on my list for 5 or 6 years to go to. And so I ordered the 2 lobster dinner, and I'll be at that on May 20th to the 22nd. Great time there. What's Heather doing in Boston? Oh, Heather's doing a Red Sox game. Jealous. The BMW MOV puppy dog ride is going to be June 4th and 5th. It's free for members, food, etc., etc. As the president of the board, I'm obviously planning that with my team, so that'll be a great time. Looking forward to it. Hope you'll be there. Then the MOA National Rally is going to be, I'm arriving on the Tuesday the 7th because I have some board activities on Wednesday, and then I'm leaving on Saturday evening. I can't stay through Sunday. The flights just got too expensive. I was going to drive down with Heather. She got too busy, and so it got away from us. So I'm just gonna fly down with no bike like I did last year and stay in a hotel. It's not the experience I wanted. What I told my fellow officers on the MOA board, as a member of the MOA and as a full-time working professional with 3 jobs, my plan was always to attend every East Coast rally for the MOA, but skip Central and West because of the time it takes for me to take off work and drive there on the bike and get set up and then drive home. It's like it ends up becoming a marathon, or sorry, a sprint. So what I've told my officers is that for Central and West Coast rallies, I'm just going to fly in because I have to attend, and I'll stay as much as I need to do to go to the events that are required of me and then fly out. It's really not a good look. It's not what I would prefer to do, but I have to just put work first, unfortunately. So I'll be flying in. Heather and I are going to be doing a moto camping trip in Acadia National Park, June 24th. Very exciting. The Motorcycle Owners of Vermont Lake Carmi Campout and the Northeast Adventure Rally at Field and Forest are on the same weekend, June 14th through 17th. I'll be going to one of those. Maybe both. Because I'll probably end up taking the truck to the Northeast Adventure Rally, the near rally, on the truck in the 701, and then basically just doing 1 or 2 nights there, and then going up Saturday to the Lake Carmi camp out. So I'm with my friends. In Matilda, Port, PA is the Soggy Bottom Moto Fest. I bought tickets already. Kissel Motorsports put that on. That will be probably a tow the GSN in the back of the truck for that one, so I can just go straight there without any stops. The Vermont Northeast Kingdom Camp and Ride is July 29th through 31st. And then Heather and I plan to go to a Quebec BMW rally on August the 5th through 7th. It's a nice area, beautiful area, and I haven't been to one of those club events for a while because the border's been closed to us, and so I'm looking forward to just seeing all my friends. And I've ordered some t-shirts, and you guys have my t-shirts still, and I told you to hold them, so I'm going to pick them up in person. Okay, then something strange is happening. Heather and I are going to a John Williams concert, the composer, Star Wars, August 20th for my birthday. Then I'm going to be flying out of Boston and going to Anchorage, Alaska. My friend Chris, who I've known for, 12 years, 11 years, his mother passed away last year. It was just a terrible bout with cancer. It was, she was really, truly a fighter. Any of you that lost someone to cancer know that journey and what that can be like. Her wishes were to be put to rest in Alaska, in the certain spot that she loves, and so I'm flying there with him to do that. We're going to get a little cheap Airbnb and spend a couple of days in Anchorage, saying goodbye to his mother. I fly back. The plan, if all goes well with work, would be on the 1st of September to leave and go to El Paso, Texas with Harry, the 690 owner, you guys see. And he and I are going to ride from El Paso to Glacier National Park on the Continental Divide, 701 and 690 adventure. And Heather, bless her heart, she's going to fly into El Paso, pick up the truck, drive it to an airport near Glacier National Park, and then fly back home. And along the way, she's going to see a bunch of tourist things with her friend. And then we roll into to Montana and put the bikes back in the truck and drive home. So that's going to be our big trip this year. No reason it's not going to happen. I just I just feel like with the shoulder and everything, I'm still feeling like everything is 90% confidence. That's where my head is right now. That unfortunately means, missing the MOA getaway at Sugarbush, Vermont. It means missing the Fundy Rally in New Brunswick. And it means missing the Green Mountain Rally in Vermont. They're all the same weekend, September 9th, 10th, and 11th. I will say if you could pick one of those, you should go to the Green Mountain Rally. But the getaway at Sugarbush is great for people that prefer a hotel and on-road riding. and the Fundy Rally is great for dual sport riding. I booked tickets to all three. And I'm not going to be in town, presumably, and there's no way I can even go to all three if I was in town. So, as president of the Vermont Club, my bias is obviously to Green Mountain Rally, and I have been working with the team to make sure it's a good rally no matter what. From there's not really much going on. The last event of the year is going to be Wheels in the Field in Chester, Vermont. It's a Max BMW event. Any GS can come. Nobbies are required. You know, I went to it a couple of times, and I think it's good vibes, good routes. They work really hard on it. Good food. So if you're a dirt GS rider, it's worth coming up for. It can be cold in Chester, so if you're camping, it's going to be a little chilly. So bring your 0-degree stuff. I hope, you know, it's not going to be, you know, I didn't include any Yankee Beamers events in there, like Frosty Nuts. I'm out of town for the MOA event. I'm also out of town for Pemmy River Rally. I'm out of town for a lot of things this year that I would like to go to, things that I've been to before, but you know, there's only so much time in the year, and as you can tell, the Vermont Club and the National Club are pulling me away in different directions. This is my last year on the Vermont Club as a board member, and I'm actually looking forward to going back to just being a member for a couple of years. I wouldn't say that my love for the club or excitement has changed as a director. Definitely has not, but I just find that I spend so much time serving our members that I then lose the time to actually enjoy the events, because I'm just constantly on as opposed to just being there as a member. I don't think that would happen with the National Club, but I definitely need to pick one. And so my National Club term goes for 2 more years. And so that'll give me a lot of bandwidth once the Vermont Club expires in December to switch gears. Big year, 2 big trips planned, and still a damaged shoulder. The doctor's orders are, don't fall in it this year. Don't overexert yourself. Don't do single track. Don't compete. You know, take it easy. Act like you're 20 years older than you really are, and get the thing back into full health. I mean, it constantly aches. I feel it's broken pretty much all the time. You know, there's never a moment in my day where I don't know that I tore something, as far as laying down, sleep, putting a glass of water away, opening a cabinet, adjusting my laptop, you know, picking up the dog, opening car doors, getting into cars. I know every single second that I move my shoulder, this is not right. And that's good, because it's kept me from hurting it too much. Bike projects, we're all done for the year. The GS will be wrapped up in a couple of weeks once those parts arrive, and that'll be back on the road. Matt and I will do a camping trip at some point in mid-April, depending on the weather. I'll bring the GS back here, and the family will be back together again. 701's ready for the year. Heather's bike was recently serviced, it's ready for the year. So it's going to be a good year. I wish I had just like that confidence to know that everything that I just told you was going to happen. But I don't know. These are usually my least viewed videos of the year, so as you can tell, I'm being a lot more just uncensored, off the cuff, relaxed. So, you know, that's everything. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'm going to get back to these emails. I've gotten like 10 more since I started talking to you, so I'm going to get back to those. I hope everyone, as far as, you know, the pandemic as everything, has found their personal comfort zone on what they are okay with. It's all about risk. Motorcyclists know that more than anything. You know, every activity we do now is not safe in some way. And what is our personal risk assessment? I am going to a couple of concerts this year, a couple of sporting events this year. You know, it's, but I will say up here in northern New Hampshire, I haven't been susceptible to catching coronavirus yet. So we'll see what happens this year, how it goes. Before the pandemic, I was a pretty isolated person anyway. So, you know, it probably will stay pretty low except for these events I'm going to. hope you're safe. Hope you're well. Hope your bikes are all performing well. If you're waiting for motorcycles to arrive at a dealer and you've placed cash deposits down, I feel for you. That's a shitty time to buy a motorcycle. I hope you've stockpiled your tires you need for the year and your oil changes. I just had to do an oil change on the Ram and ordered the oil and fuel filters a month ago. They're not in yet, so I had to go to a dealer and pay dealer markup, about twice what I would have paid online. It's the way of the world. You got to pay a little more for things and be a little more patient. But hope you're having a good day and being safe. And thank you for watching. Ride safe.